Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik channel. Just gonna, keep the fire burning, as they say. I got me a brief window to get this thing done, and work has really kicked up a gear. So yeah, these reaction videos, oof, boy, I really love doing them, but I'm just gonna have to keep trying to find these windows to do them. All right, without further ado, I got shout out to Donald Mccloskey. He recommended I check out MESUS Music. All right, so without further ado, let's just jump in.
First time I ever wrote, I wanted to kill myself. And when I was finished writing, I felt better. So the next time I felt like that, I wrote, and I wrote again and again and again. And eventually I showed people, close friends, and they were like, "What are you doing with this shit? This shit is sick as fuck." And I was like, "Bro, I'm sick as fuck. Like, that's what I'm doing with it. Like, why would I want to show somebody that shit?"
Okay, nice premise, but that he's laid down before us just to set the tone. It's a funny thing that uh music, eh? Music. Uh well, if any of you listening out there have written bars, as we call them, let me know what drove you to do it. Was it feeling depressed? You know, just or was it wanting to fit in with what was in when you got into rap? Or I don't know. For me, it was just it's a playground. I suppose it is a playground, even though you're at junior high school. But and you just get to bar in, as they say. All right, that's a very half-assed answer. Okay. Originally I loved. I mean, at first I didn't really care so much for rap. Just I just heard about things growing up, the odd bit of music here and there, but it just seemed very unappealing because of the characters that were associated with it, and it didn't really feature in my world. But when I went to Japan and I listened to a rap group called Rip Slime, my word, that just changed. It just lit me up straight away because the music wasn't this monotonous. It's like, just stuff to make me roll my eyes, but they had so much color, and essentially they were inspired very much by the old school flow, and the old school flows is essentially what attracted me to rap. Hence, then from Rip Slime, the Japanese rappers, even though I didn't know what they were saying, I piggybacked into, well, not piggybacked. My brother was introduced me to them, but he also introduced me to Eminem, and honestly, it was this whole thing of he's not black and he's a rapper. That's how simple it was to be interested in this artist back when he started out. And well, I was 15 or 13 at the time. That's how I saw the world, and it was like, oh, cool. It was a novelty and all that. I mean, he's not like he's the only non-black rapper to make it big, but he was a new kid on the block, and then all his lyrics are very artistic, but they're all sick. So like Mr. What's his name is saying Mises. So when I got into rapping in English and at school and whatnot, and joined ciphers and whatnot, just got roped in. In a manner of speaking, I just wanted to go with the flow, and then I found my flow. You know, you find yourself just naturally writing what you think people want to hear about people with sick expressions, and I'm so happy that I ditched Eminem now and I follow more patriots like this Mises here and Upchurch and Tom McDonald, because music doesn't have to be sick, you know, especially as rap, to actually just get a point across and to get you really interested. The Patriots have got the right balance of, you know, being being aggressive when you feel you just want to get that energy out and just start fighting, and being wholesome at the same time. The Patriots tend to battle in the name of self-defense, you know, whereas people like Eminem, Mr. Joe Biden endorsing Eminem and all those Democrats, they, well, left wing people, they tend to just fight because they're sick, and they attack their own in, well, it's not, they don't even think that they're their own, they just attack people indiscriminately because they're insane. But, yeah, sorry for that long just spiel, everybody, but, that's just me just getting off my chest my whole relationship with this rap world, and why people just, and how, you know, I'm not particularly impressed with people who are just saying violence for the sake of it, but actually having music, not just musicness. But hey, let's just keep going. This is my one take. I can't do this again because of the time I've got available. So sorry, skip past all that if you want to watch this again. All right, let's go. Let's go.
I ain't here to fuck around, I don't run around with these clowns in the underground. I'ma put it down, you are now about to witness the sickness I hear from you until now. Talking about you gonna make a better record than a record that I'm making, you mistaken. I don't think you understand there's levels to the shit, and I'm on levels you ain't never making. Elevate, never take a day for granted. Whole planet about to panic. My love for rap so romantic. It hurts, I first, that's volcanic. Hot as hell, but not satanic. In fact, I am fucking at it with these faggot ass rappers who diss the cross. God let me at them. This is how I get away, right ahead today, like an addict need a hit today. Yeah, I'm a heavyweight with a feather on the pen and a game full of featherweights. Yeah, dedicate this one to everybody, told me quick, cause they think that I never make it, never hate. Straight facts, all that I ever say. Every day, lay back, stay back, I ain't playing.
Okay. Doesn't that just say what I was just trying to say? I just that line, the line just drops in the middle. I mean, the sickness. It's the whole idea of your flow is sick is supposed to be why it's so great. You're ill. It's like you've got sickness as to how you can rap so well. You got Tourette's. Anyway, no disrespect to Tourette's. Anyway, sorry, and I just break off my sentences mid flow and I just throw a word in there. It confuses quite a few people. What I meant to say was I'm just gonna say the word Tourette's as a sickness, and that's that. All right. So now what has he said? He's talking about he just dropped this line in there that's really just appealed to me. Hot as hell, but not satanic. That's what it's about. Hot as hell, but not satanic. That's what the Patriot's about. They got all the strength. They got knuckles, to be thrown at you if you want to test what they're made of. But not satanic, mate. That's what I and that's the line I draw with like Eminem. Like even when I hear him, I mean, this first of all, let's just call out the elephant in the room. This quick flow that MESUS is just dropped is very impressive. This is the kind of thing I was thinking. It would have been cool if I heard someone like Tom McDonald using this flow. And if you can recommend a song where Tom has done this, please let me know. But MESUS with his quick flow, it just shows how much more versatile he is so far from what I've heard from Tom. But correct me if I'm wrong. Now, what else has he said here? He said the F word. These F ass rappers who diss the cross. Let me at them. Exactly. If you want to fight, anybody, take out those satanic nutcases. I'm gonna say take them out. So it means slay them. I mean, take them out of your way. They could just throw them to the side. Um, Essentially, be more peaceful than the satanic ones. So hence blessed are the peacemakers. Sorry, let me not keep going off tangents like this. Uh, this is how I get. This is how I. This is how I get away. Right, a hit a day. Like hit like an addict need a hit a day. I'm a heavyweight with on a featherweight pen, and the way just passing is just zipping out these lyrics is just so awesome. In a game of featherweights, dedicate this one to everybody who ever told me to quit because they think I never make it. Never hate straight facts. All that I'm ever saying, and every day lay back, stay back. I ain't playing. All right, that's excellent, brilliant, and the quickness. What? Sorry, I went on this tangent about what I was gonna say about Eminem, and I broke off. What I meant to say was, as much as people revere Eminem for being a very great double meaning lyricist, very double minded, I might as well say, for what good it is. It's very clever. I can't deny Eminem's rap flow and his double meanings are all great. And then you're like, so what? I mean, he's saying all these things to impress people, but that's great. Does it do anything for anyone's lives? But listen, I'm not just hating on Eminem. No, I don't hate Eminem. I don't hate anyone for that matter. But I'm just saying I grew up as a fan of Eminem, as I spoke about earlier. But uh, when you think about it, at the end of the day, I wonder what, other than being a great wordsmith, I I wonder, do you feel you get more out of your life for your life, out of Eminem's lyrics or out of Meezus lyrics? Let me know. Mises so far he's talking about something that I can get behind. I can. It's a part of a movement again. This MAGA thing, um, and the patriarchness, the Christian values, and you can outdo all the satanic stuff that the satanic people are trying to put in people's faces as this is the standard, and if you don't, you know, bend over, you know, following on from what you said earlier, to this sickness that we're talking about, then that we're purporting that people accept and just take as what is music these days, then you're nothing. But you cannot do that. Look at what Tom McDonald's doing these days and the Patriots. So excellent stuff from Mises here. I can go on a bit, can't I? Anyway, thank goodness the raps are so quick. Music, and just only the first verse, and I got so much to say. But he's sicker than them without being as sick as them. Let's keep going. And I'm talking about uh Disturbed. This man sounds very much sound mind to me. But anyway.
Been fighting for my life for my whole fucking life. Turn the beat up, drown the noise out every fucking night. It's time to deal with the voices in my head again. But how you supposed to heal when your sickness is your sedative? Music, every day write new shit, no shit, oh shit, so sick. You could call it music. Every day write new shit, no shit, oh shit, so sick. You could call it music. Start.
Okay, before he drops this next verse with this ginormous beard, let's just see what he's saying. Fight for my life, fight for my whole effing life. Turn the beat up, drown the noise out every effing night. It's time I deal with these voices in my head again. Now this is interesting. This would indeed suggest that he is hearing voices, but to be honest, not to make excuses, but I do think everybody talks to themselves at the very least. But I don't have no idea how severe these voices are that are in his head. But anyway, how are you supposed to heal when your sickness is your sedative? Music. So just have an outlet for it, man, and aim at the industry that is trying to sicken people with yeah, antisocial uh with pushes for antisocial behavior. Anyway, dude, Mises, it's very great that it's great people like him, uh Adam Calhoun, and the rest, of course, are just bringing Struggle Jennings, Damon Jones, all these people are bringing out um bringing out sanity in what was simply just a sick expression, but actually sick. So sorry, I'm really going deep on this sickness so much, but I'm on the ills of the rap world. But I I just this is where I'm led to speak today. All right, let's keep going.
Started off so nice at first.
Oh.
You could call it music. Started off so nice at first. Pick me up when I write a verse. But some of things went very wrong. Cause without you I can't carry on. I don't believe you, how do I need you when all you do is destroy me? Promises that you'll employ me, emptier than my refrigerator door. You're loyal to you, screw you and the voodoo hex you put on me. Exes always leave all because of you. All you ever do is ruin everything. Who would ever think it would come to this? Man, I'm done with this toxicness, but I'm so in love with this. Who I'm kidding, I ain't never gonna quit. Sick of feeling sick, this ain't healing shit. Guess I deal with it like everybody else, staying fine and just keep it to myself. I ain't lying, I really need some help. Got them crying out, save me from this hell. Been fighting.
I ain't lying. I really need some help. Yeah, it plays with you, doesn't it? Have you done that thing where have you been to that phase where you got into rap and you started rapping, and afterwards it's just like a nuisance. I want to quit, and you try and put it down, and you can't, and you just find yourself making making raps to yourself over and over, and you're like, I mean that's been my experience, and eventually I said, you know what, hell, I'm a rapper. So yeah, but as it goes, hey, it's really it's a bit like porn, um, which despite the conservative people who follow me, and I'm a conservative too. To be brutally honest, adult entertainment, it's not all bad. Let's just put it that way. um, because uh well, ultimately, well, let's just say it's a great form of so and so education. But what I'm trying to say is the whole thing about feeling that it's wrong, that it's bad, and that it's so awful is what can keep people stuck there. They're resistant to the mundane, and thus they want to express themselves through raps. At the same time, they're resistant to raps and want to push themselves back into the mundane, and they don't know where to be, and thus you just feel sick. So, yeah, I've been there. But ultimately, we all have light and darkness within us. You find that balancing point, and you can bring out something really sound, like you've done here, Mises. So I understand about this hex that you feel that you're under, but it's just perplex. It's just perplex. You're just feeling perplexed rather than hex. Well, again, I sorry, I can't be trying to paint this pretty picture and all that. I don't really know exactly what he's going through, but from what he said, from what I can relate to, the whole push and pull of is rap good? Is this a sickness, or is this just an outlet that I haven't really come to realize how to place yet? I think it's like anything else. You just find the balancing point again, like erotica and whatnot, and you find yourself doing very constructive and contributive works through it. I'm not saying you should all take your clothes off and join OnlyFans or anything, but you know, hey, be honest. For those of you who listen to rappers and don't want to call yourself a rapper. For those of you who listen to rap that you don't even of rappers you don't even respect and say you don't want to be a rapper. Again, compare it to porn and just realize how much these people who actually put themselves on the line to actually illustrate your fantasies are concerned. For you to cherry pick from their expressions what you want to take from that to add to your life in your own personal application has done. They put themselves out this way just so you can express yourself. So yeah, the sickness is essentially all about focusing on the state of being torn rather than what you're what you're doing for other people. So Mises, this is why I think he's such a constructive person, because he's actually bringing something out that many people can improve their lives through particularly through his patriotic rhetoric. All right, let's keep going.
For my life, for my whole fucking life. Turn the beat up, drown the noise out every fucking night. It's time to deal with the voices in my head again. But how you supposed to heal when your sickness is your sedative? Music, every day write new shit, no shit, oh shit, so sick. You could call it music. Every day write new shit, no shit, oh shit, so sick. You could call it music.
Okay, it's heard that second time. Something else jump out to me. It's gone out of my head. Let's keep going.
Name a case.
No, I didn't think of anything in the first place to say. Let's keep going.
They say I ain't master, I'll wait. You could call it music. Name a cadence and I ain't master, I'll wait. There ain't one, cause I change them on every song that I make. That's why I rap is so damn irate. And pray for the day that my eyes dilate. So fuck y'all, I'ma dilate. Tell suicide to kill itself, I ain't scared of you no more. You ain't gonna bury me, oh no. You can't put fear in me no more. YOLO, let's go to the max, every track I'ma snap either that or I'm tipping back, I feel jack. While I take a hit of that shit to get me so high, no lie. Ain't no fucking telling when I'm getting back. Ain't no selling my soul, never that. Taking over rap like fuck y'all, give me that. With a backpack like fuck it, I'ma bring it back. Right now my doctors, who the fuck is sick as that? Nobody, you heard me, no one. Your body about to blow, and now I wonder was it worth it after all that music stolen?
Awesome. What are these things he has in his hands? Are they letters written with blood or something? And if they are, what are they to represent? Are they lyrics that he's poured his blood and sweat into or something? I don't know. But yeah, exactly. You see, after just pursuing I think, essentially his songs tend to have a 3-point story arc with a 3-verse style. Um, essentially showing where things are leading to, essentially how he's overcome that would be sickness and has just come to realize that he survives through all of this challenge. So all of these challenges. So yo, man, Excellent stuff. All right, let's just see how the hook hits one last time when we hear it, and let me know if there's something I've just brushed over with the third verse. Anyway, let's keep going. Go.
Been fighting for my life for my whole fucking life. Turn the beat up, drown the noise out every fucking night. It's time to deal with the voices in my head again. But how you supposed to heal when your sickness is your sedative? Music, every day write new shit, no shit, oh shit, so sick. You could call it music. Every day write new shit, no shit, oh shit, so sick. You could call it music.
That's real good. And the way his voice goes, with every one of his songs, I guess that's his thing. Of course, it's his thing, along with his ginormous beard. Anyway, it really just helps to make the song all the more relatable. It's like when you kind of have a voice that sounds like you're trying to sing, but your voice is failing you. It makes people feel like they can imitate you, and thus that's another endearing um arrow in his quiver that he has. Dude, that was a great piece. Thank you so much, Donald Mccloskey, or the Don, as I should call you. Um, yeah, it's excellent. I talk a hell of a lot, and this song just got me thinking about my journey into rap. Just like he's just laid out his own before us all. Let me know what you think of it, people. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.